today with the most wonderful Kirk White. Yay! I'm so excited about all of this today. If you would tell everybody what you're doing here today. What you were doing? Yeah, you did keynote speaking.
Oh, yeah. All of that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, I was invited to give a couple talks, one of which was I gave a talk on Freemasonry and kind of esoteric orders for modern pagans, and also a way that modern paganism, Freemasonry is a way that a lot of mainstream people are getting into modern paganism.
Right.
It goes both ways. And then the other side of it was I just gave my keynote speech on shape-shifting, and more importantly, how we as pagans, as shape-shifters, can shape-shift into respectable people like local business folks and interfaith leaders, and how we can change the world. And that there are a lot of pagans out there that are doing that.
How do you see the community changing? You know, we've both been in this for a very, very long time, but you do so much more. I mean, you do a lot of teaching, and
they've invented the wheel since I joined.
Yeah. But the community has changed so much over these many years.
It has. One of the things that I've noticed that I think the community has done is a couple things. One is that the community used to be small group based, used to be coven based, and which had its pros and its cons. And the pro was, of course, that you got an intensive, training that joining the craft was like taking religious orders.
Yeah.
And so it was something that was very serious and very, very select, and which also meant that there were a lot of people that wanted to get into it that couldn't find a way to get into it. And now, because of the media, there are a lot of people, I think, that are attracted to paganism and the craft stuff like that it's accessible in ways that it wasn't. And I think that's wonderful, because people are able to express their spirituality, define their spirituality without the limitations of a small box. On the other hand, I think it also means that there's a mainstream paganism in ways that is wonderful, because it's good for religious diversity and the environment and all this stuff. But it also means that there's a dilution of the deeper mysteries.
How do you see? How could people overcome that? Like, as you teach at the seminary, all the other things that you do, all the other wonderful things that you do. How do people go about finding what to do?
Well, I mean, I think people don't. Well, first of all, I don't think people have to overcome it.
Okay.
I think that whenever your spiritual orientation arises, the part of the beauty of the movement as it's evolved is that people can self-define.
Right. Yes, they can.
And so that it allows a lot more exposure and personalization for people. And so I think that's wonderful. I do think that it then also allows people to find folks like yourself.
Right.
When they're ready, if they decide, I want something more, I want something deeper or more, then they have that option.
Right.
And they, by the time they reach that point, ideally, they've had a chance to check out various flavors of Wicca.
Yeah.
They could check out various kinds of Druidry and Reconstructionist groups.
Right.
Also, so that they can find what really fits for them.
Makes a lot of sense.
I think one of the probably one of the big pitfalls you have to worry about, though, is that when we were coven based, there was no laity. Right? Priestess and a witch.
Right.
Right? And now that we have evolved the laity, we have people that just show up for Sabbaths, especially just for Samhain and Beltane.
Right, right.
You know, and it's like the the Easter and Christmas.
We were just talking about that, yeah.
It really is, and so what happens is they're laity. We've evolved a laity class, and what that means is you have to have people who are providing those services for them.
Yeah.
And that we really run the risk of becoming that thing that we all, or a lot of people, ran away from.
Right.
Which was, we have to be careful that we don't become the big white circle on Main Street where all the pews face forward.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
Where you have a priest or priestess who is the intermediary between the divine and the members.
Right.
And you all just have to come and let me tell you how to do the ritual. Let me do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then that opens it up to all the things about personality. That's where all the abuse, the burnout, all those things come out.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean about that, especially with the burnout. And now we have so many solitaries.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, everybody was a part of something, and now I've seen an explosion of solitaries where people are just, they choose not to be a part of a larger group, and, I can't speak for that. I mean, I was solitary for a long time before being in my own coven, but it's hard to find that deeper meaning, that the deeper or inner core training that it would be awesome to have, in order to really identify with anything, to be honest with you, But what is easier is the networking is easier now. We have the internet, we have shows like this. So at least it'll help, and such. So I want to thank you for doing this, and it's been a wonderful day, and it's awesome to have you here. Thank you, darling.